I wanted a Camaro so badly. I'm trying to stay on track because I actually felt like I was making a point. That's life. That is life. It's never the big decisions. It's never the monumental things. It's the turn left or turn right. It's that stuff. And your life is forever altered. How about this one? On a chilly November morning, I drive onto the Culver stages for an audition. Just what an actor does. Did I have any water? Not that one, because that's poison, clearly. Whoever. Thank you, dude. Yeah. I'm absolutely not drinking whatever he comes back with, by the way. Drink this. No. I drive onto the lot, Culver stages. It's a chilly November morning, and I park my car next to this gray production office that is next to stage number 1. Now this is the stage where they shot Wizard of Oz. They've done, thank you, dude. What do you think? 50-50 chance, right? You drink it first. Be my cupbearer. This is a really cool moment for me. And whenever you drive onto a studio lot, there's always, if you have any sense of yourself, you go, holy crap, I can't believe I'm here. The first time you drive into the Warner Brothers lot and you drive up to the water tower, there's a part of you that goes, and you freak out a little bit. Didn't mean you get anything off of that, you just get that experience. So this was me. I'm driving into Tuesday, who cares? And I park my car and I get out, and I'm feeling good. I'm like, oh, this is cool, man. This is the stage where they shot Wizard of Oz. And I walk into the production office and I freeze. And I look at my character description. And I look at everybody in the room. And it's literally as if the character on the page just stepped out and duplicated himself in every seat, just wearing a different shirt. And the character's rough and grizzled. And I come strolling in there in my faded jeans and my hair looking like a backup dancer for a K-pop band. No, 2010, not acceptable. This isn't good. And I oh my God, and I realize that I'm staring. I turn and I try to distract myself and I sign in. Now there's evidence. Because this wave washes over me. I could leave right now and no one would ever know. And so I lean up against the door. That's what they never teach you in acting class. Always know your exits. And I feel the knob. And so I kind of turn and I do this. Troy? That's me. Good, they're ready for you. Okay. And I myself. And I started to go, no hablo inglés. Or something. I was I signed in. So I walk into the soundstage, and there on the far side against this conference table are the governors of my fate. And how are you? Oh, thank you. That freaking weird commerce that I hate. And I see this girl is pacing back and forth on one side of the stage. And I go over to her and I'm hi, how are you? And she looks at me like a fawn trapped in a forest surrounded by hunters. Friend! Yes. And I said, hey, my name's Troy. She goes, Ashley. And I said, you look like you could use a hug. Can I give you a hug? And she gives you one of those laughs that your soul plays roulette real quick. It's I'm either gonna laugh or cry. I'm not sure what's gonna come out. And you just go, yeah. And I was so I give her a hug and I start the scene. I came this close to walking out on the audition for The Last of Us. The Last of Us. The Last of Us. The Last of Us.
And this year's winner for Best Narrative is The Last of Us.
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 The Last of Us is a masterpiece, a case study in
It
how
eventually
games
went
can immerse
on
you,
to win
tell
over
a fascinating story,
240
and make you
Game
really
of the
care
Year
about its
awards.
characters.
The game's
Traveling
name has
Joel and
become
Ellie, which
synonymous
from
there we
with
have ourselves
excellence in video
first
games.
Wow. This close to my life being fundamentally and unilaterally changed. This close. Because of one thing. Fear. That's it. David Milch, creator of NYPD Blue and Deadwood, says that an actor will operate out of one of two places, either fear or faith. And his job as a creator is to create an environment that allows that actor to circumnavigate the fear and operate in a place of faith. And that profoundly moved me. What a tenet to apply to one's life, regardless of what your profession is. If you can just operate in a place of fear, or in a place of faith, rather than in a place of fear, what could you do? And for me, the way that I started instituting that in my life was through 3 words. And if I can leave you with, easy. If I can leave you with anything this weekend, or if you walk away from this weekend remembering anything besides do not have the nachos. Woof. 3 words. 3 words. You are enough. You are enough. And more than anything else, I believe that those 3 words are the most needed words to hear and the most needed words we need to say. More than anything else. I love you is absolutely, but if there's no relationship, those words don't mean anything, but you are enough. If you were to look at yourself, flash forward a little bit. I got a little bit of time. I'm on the set of Uncharted now. And I come in and I do my thing. I've done The Last of Us. I've done BioShock. I'm good. And I sit down and I'm on my phone looking at Insta, Twitter, whatever. It doesn't matter at all. And their first shot up is Nolan and Richard and Emily are doing a scene. And so I'm just kind of hanging out. I'm having my coffee. And I hear Neil go, action. So demure. And all of a sudden Nolan goes, Sully, we got to get out of here. And I mean, I went, zoop, and everything else goes away. It rack focuses to them, and Nolan and Richard and Emily are gone, and I am looking at Nate, Sully, and Elena, and my stomach goes, oh. Like, oh my God, dude, you're on the set of Uncharted. You're on the set of Uncharted, and you are a fraud. And everyone's about to find out, dude. And that same feeling that made me reach for the door for The Last of Us creeps up again. I'm like, I don't deserve to be, you guys have made a terrible mistake. I really shouldn't be here. And so I was the next scene up, and we come in, and it's a scene where Rafe is being, it doesn't matter. I don't want to spoil it for the one person who hasn't played the game. You. There it is, right there. Oh, her? We forgive you. I'm going crazy over this scene. I'm like, oh, Nathan. Prodeus quintessential, bro. And Neil walks up. And the way that Neil gives you notes is he has a little notebook, and he comes up and he's got his little Chuck Taylors, and either his Ellie shirt or his giraffe shirt. And he comes up and he goes, what are you thinking? Like about the scene? No, like, what are you thinking? And he looks at me, and he always, you can't see me, but he like rocks on the outside of his feet. And he goes, do less. Do less. Do less. Why am I trying to do more? Why am I trying to convince you that I can act? You are enough. We rob ourselves of these incredible experiences and opportunities because we bought into a lie that either our friends or this stupid thing has told us that we're not enough. And we believe it. We believe what some guy writes with his thumbs while taking a That becomes our governing reality. Stupid tweet. Flush. Heartbroken. No. Enough. Enough. I'm done with being offended. There's nothing that you can do that can offend me because I am too focused on making sure that I don't offend you. That's it. My entire life is making sure that whatever stupid things fly out of my face are not designed to hurt or denigrate or in any way make you feel bad. How about that? That's all I'm trying to do. And if I am too busy and too focused on that, I do not have time to think about the thing that I think you said to me, not sure, that may have possibly been interpreted as something that's offensive because I can't. With your thumbs while taking I'm done being offended. You are enough. You are enough. And if there's one person in this room that needed to hear that, good. The whole reason why I got on that flight is worth it. You are enough. Do not let anybody tell you different. Because the second that we actually start believing that, if we dare to actually believe that, the world gets a lot less scary. A lot less scary. Doesn't matter who's in office. I'm not saying either way. I'm saying it doesn't really matter because it doesn't change me. I am enough and I am capable, capable, powerful. I watched my wife deliver our son 40 hours of labor without any drugs. I would have been high the entire time. With no regard to my son coming out, just like, he doesn't look right. I was like, I had pain. 40 hours of labor at home, no drugs. There is no greater men, I'm sorry, truth, no greater power on the planet than a woman in labor. Come on. If you brought a life into this world, you deserve a cape. My God. You are enough. Who's got a question? Yes, sir.